guys, Christina Ricci. If you want more pars, take a tip from Ben Hogan, who shares a great tip on how to rotate those hips on the downswing. A lot of players stall out and they don't rotate their lead hip enough on the downswing. So if that sounds like you, you're pushing your ball out to the right or you're getting those low duck hooks and you just feel like stuck or coming to like a stoplight through the ball, let's make sure it's not your lead hip. So let's get to it.
The most important thing in a golf swing to me is the movement of the lower body from the top of the swing. And if you don't mind, I'll demonstrate. First off, you start down below with your knees and your hips. At the top of the swing, you move the lower part of your body, not your shoulders, the lower part of your body, letting your arms and hands follow. If you don't mind, I'll hit a ball, and the first thing to watch is what starts first from the top of the swing.
So what I love about watching Hogan with this tip is that he's so polite. If you don't mind, I'll hit a shot. If you don't mind, I'd like to show you how the hips work on the downswing. And he has this little move where he's getting that lead hip clearing. All right? So he shows that, and then when he actually does his swing, he does the lean in, and then he rotates. So this is really important to understand. What you're not going to do is get to the top and immediately rotate. All right? If you're a slider, if you tend to slide into the ball, you're going to feel like you're doing this. And I want you to do this if you're a slider. But if you don't slide on the downswing, you just simply don't rotate that lead hip, all right? But there's no excessive slide. And the first thing I want you to do is lean in and then rotate that hip open, all right? That's exactly what Hogan does when he does his swing. But when he was illustrating it, clear that lead hip. Clear that lead hip, all right? Because that makes room for the club. You're the target. So you get to the top, clear that lead hip. Clear it, all right? So it actually works up and away. It works back towards the target. It works up and away because you're actually pushing into the ground. When you do your lean in and then you push up and away, and the weight gets into your lead heel, your hip clears, all right? So let's be Hoganish. If you don't mind, I'd like to hit a ball and show you.
Bringing you into position to hit. But this is the first movement, there. Then you release at the bottom. Most people do it entirely opposite. They rotate their shoulders first instead of their lower body. As a result, they come across the ball and hit the outside of the ball instead of the back of it.
All right, so I want you to be careful when you do this move that you're not spinning out too early before you hit the ball. So if you spin out too early, you're going to most likely top it, all right? So especially from the fairway, or hit it right. So feel like you have your lean in, and then as you strike the ball, your hip moves up and away, all right? Not before. That's the key.
If you don't mind, I'll hit a ball.
So if you don't mind, I'd like to hit a ball. So let's all be Hogan, clear that lead hip, and get more pars.